Committees, important for upcoming exams. Ackworth Committee. The railway budget was separated from the general budget in 1921 on the recommendations of the Ackworth Committee. In August 2016, the central government decided to merge the railway budget into the general budget. Dhebar Commission. The Dhebar Commission, 1960-1961, stated that within scheduled tribes there existed an inequality in the rate of development. Dhebar Commission laid down the 4 factors for the creation of scheduled areas. 1. Preponderance of tribal population. 2. Compactness and reasonable size of the area. 3. Underdeveloped nature of the area. 4. Marked disparity in economic standard of the people. In 1973, the Dhebar Commission created primitive tribal groups, PTGS, as a separate category, who are less developed among the tribal groups. In 2006, the Government of India renamed the PTGS as PVTGS. Dandekar and Rath Committee. V.M. Dandekar and N. Rath made the first systematic assessment of poverty in India in 1971, based on National Sample Survey, NSS, data from 1960-61. They argued that the poverty line must be derived from the expenditure that was adequate to provide 2,250 calories in both rural and urban areas. This generated debate on minimum calorie consumption norms while estimating poverty and variations in these norms based on age and sex. Bajaj and Panda Committee. It is a committee constituted by the Ministry of Defence constituted a high-level expert committee for comprehensive review of National Cadet Corps, NCC, objectives of the committee. Committee is to suggest measures to empower NCC cadets to contribute more effectively towards nation building, to propose ways for gainful engagement of NCC alumni for betterment of the organization, to recommend best practices of similar international youth organizations for inclusion in NCC curriculum. Sudhir Kumar Saxena Committee context. Union Home Ministry has constituted a committee to inquire into the serious lapses in the security arrangements during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Punjab. About the 3-member committee will be led by Sudhir Kumar Saxena, Secretary, Security, Cabinet Secretariat, and will comprise Balbir Singh, Joint Director, Ibn S. Suresh, IG, SPG. The committee has been advised to submit the report at the earliest. Baisbarua Committee. The MP Baisbarua Committee was a special committee formed to look into the issues of people from the northeast India living in different parts of India, especially in metros like Delhi, and to suggest remedial measures. It was set up by the Ministry of Home Affairs after the tragic death of Nido Tanya, a 20-year-old student from Arunachal Pradesh, in a racial altercation in Delhi on January 29, 2014. The committee was formed under the chairmanship of Shri MP Baisbarua, IAS, retired. Mungekar Committee. The 5th schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with the administration and control of scheduled areas as well as of scheduled tribes residing in any state other than the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. The Mungekar Committee report on standards of administration and governance in the scheduled areas submitted by the Standing Committee on Inter-Sectoral Issues relating to tribal development under the chairmanship of Dr. Bhalchandra Mungekar contains recommendations on a variety of issues. These include inter alia reviving institutions of self-governance, effective delivery mechanism, creation of critical infrastructure, tribal subplan, implementation of the scheduled tribes and the other traditional forest dwellers, recognition of forest rights, Act, 2006 and Governor's Report. The Mungekar Committee famously referred to the 5th schedule as Constitution within Constitution.
Sunil Sethi Committee. Context. Union government has constituted a committee for doubling the production and quadrupling the exports of handlooms in a span of 3 years. Sunil Sethi Committee. It will be headed by Chairman of Fashion Design Council of India Sunil Sethi. The committee will submit the final report within 45 days from the day of constitution. It will suggest the strategy and policy framework for doubling the production and for improving the quality of handloom products with the aim of enhancing income of the weavers. It will also suggest ways for partnering and collaboration of handloom weavers agencies with the designers, buying houses and institutions, organizations and exporters.
Rusikesh Pandar Committee. The Pandar Committee was constituted by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs to look into the forest rights of pastoral communities. It is headed by former Secretary of the Ministry, Rusikesh Pandar. It has 2 subcommittees. one looks into the recognition and vesting of habitat rights of the particularly vulnerable tribal groups, while the other looks into the seasonal resource access to the nomadic and pastoral groups.
I hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.